Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the A&R NASCAR Cup Series, Season 3. We are here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Coca-Cola 600. These 24 drivers will be battling out to see who will take the victory. Here are your matchups. Austin Dillon was the one that claimed the pole last week, and he claimed it in a very weird way that RCR seems to be doing. He launched his car up into the air, and then him crashing back down is what gave him his speed. But if it works for them, I guess we can't complain. If you haven't seen last week's video, this pace car will demonstrate the track. It goes into a downhill, which these will be lined up. It'll go into downhill, into a straightaway, into a 90-degree right turn, into a small straightaway, and then into an open section where the cars can beat and bang off of each other. You can see by the state of the walls that has already happened many times. The first one to cross this finish line is the victor. And Darrell Wallace's hauler is here at the end spectating. Here goes the pace car to begin this race. The green flag will wave.
Our first matchup, as Anthony mentioned, is the pole winner, Austin Dillon, and Darrell Wallace Jr. in the 43. I don't think getting airborne is really going to help Austin Dillon win the race. It might help you win a pole, but not the race. But let's see what he's got figured out for today. In 3, 2, 1. They're off. Austin Dillon with the jump. See, he tried to get airborne once again, but it didn't quite work. But now Bubba Wallace gets the advantage of the inside line because they did not make it the first time. They have swapped lanes now. If one of them can make it, then the race will be over. But if they can't make it, they will swap lanes again for the third and final attempt. Here they go in 3, 2, 1. Bubba Wallace with the jump, and Bubba Wallace will hold on. Austin Dillon tries to get airborne once again. So the pole winner will finish dead last in today's race. Bubba Wallace with the Stage 1 victory.
Next up, we have a pair of numbered neighbors, the 41 and the 42, of Daniel Suarez and Kyle Larson. Let's see how well they do here at Charlotte in 3, 2, 1. And Daniel Suarez with the victory.
Next, we have Daniel Hamrick and William Byron. William Byron in his nice patriotic scheme, and a more dual paint scheme for Daniel Hamrick, but paint schemes don't matter. It is the speed in the race car. We're going to see which has more speed in 3, 2, 1. And, oh, it's a photo finish at the line! Daniel Hamrick hit the wall, and William Byron came charging through. We're going to have to check the replay on that one. But a photo finish here at Charlotte. It seems like Charlotte has a lot of those. Here is the frame. Daniel Hamrick won the race. William Byron not quite enough time to get up in front of Daniel Hamrick. But a crazy finish here.
Next up, we have Ty Dillon and Paul Menard. Let's see how well they do. Ty Dillon.
Next we have Clint Boyer and Alex Bowman in 3, 2, 1. Alex Bowman will take the victory.
Next up, we have Martin Truex Jr. and Ryan Blaney. In 3, 2, 1, go. And Martin Truex Jr. spun out right at the end. They're going to have to rerun that. Ryan Blaney ran out of fuel way down here. And I guess Truex Jr. just popped a tire and spun out. They're going to rerun now. Ryan Blaney has the inside lane, the preferred line. Also, after reviewing the replay, Ryan Blaney drifted around the corner, which is what made him have so much friction and run out of fuel. In 3, 2, 1. And Ryan Blaney will steal that victory from him. Does the block. His splitter digs into the dirt, and then he just causes Truex to crash right into him.
Next we have Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin. And as maintenance does some work on the board, because we have such terrible boards around here. Thank you. They're going to get ready in 3, 2, 1. Joey Logano with a huge jump and easily defeats Denny Hamlin.
Next up, we have Kyle Busch and Eric Amarillo. Let's see how these two do in 3, 2, 1. And Kyle Busch will take the victory. He hit the outside wall and came right across Eric Amarillo's nose, but he was across the line by then, so it doesn't matter.
Next, we have Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Chase Elliott. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. had a good qualifying run. Chase Elliott is below the cut line, so he needs to get some points here today. See if he can get them in 3, 2, 1. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. with a big jump, and he will hold on for the victory. Falling into the hands of Ricky Stenhouse is Chase Elliott.
Our next matchup is Eric Jones and Ryan Newman. Eric Jones won the All-Star race in 2018 in the A&R Nascar Cup Series. Let's see how they do here again with new cars and the same track. In 3, 2, 1. I don't think that's healthy. Eric Jones takes the victory.
Next, we have Kurt Busch and Brad Keselowski, who's going to be the winner. In 3, 2, 1. Look, who's the winner? Meow. Okay, do we really even need to race these two? We'll rerun them again because it's fair. Okay, here we go. Okay. This is getting ridiculous. And here we go again. 3, 2, 1. Well, neither of them finished, but Brad Keselowski went the farthest, so Brad Keselowski will be taking the victory on his rough.
And our final matchup of Stage 1 is Kevin Harvick and Jimmy the Not-So-Juggernaut Johnson. Let's see how they do in 3, 2, 1. Jimmy the Juggernaut will actually take a stage victory.
Next, we have Jimmy Johnson, who I told you was one of the ones to look out for today, as well as Bubba Wallace, who has been a surprise to us. In 3, 2, 1. Bubba Wallace with the jump. Both of them don't finish, so they will swap lanes. Here they are once again in 3, 2, 1. Jimmy Johnson with the victory. He beats out Bubba Wallace. Jimmy Johnson looking for a strong run here today. That seems promising.
Our next matchup for Stage 2 is Daniel Suarez and Brad Keselowski in 3, 2, 1, go. And Suarez wrecked out. They swapped lanes. Let's try this again in 3, 2, 1. That was a bad crash. They've swapped lanes once again. Let's see how they do again in 3, 2, 1, again. And Suarez will take the victory.
Next, we have Daniel Hamrick and Eric Jones, a couple of young ones. 3, 2, 1. Daniel Hamrick will take the victory.
Next up, we have Dillon and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Let's see how these two fare up against each other. In 3, 2, 1. Surprise, surprise, Dillon's the winner.
Next, we have Joey Logano and Kyle Busch. In 3, 2, 1. Joey Logano makes it to the finish line and beats out Kyle Busch.
Next up, it's AB versus RB. Take away the first B, and it's ARB, which is my initials. 3, 2, 1. And Alex Bowman wins.
Next, we have Jimmy Johnson and Alex Bowman. Jimmy Johnson, he's so close to getting his win. He's near the end. Can he break his winless streak? Can Alex Bowman get his second win of the season? We'll find out in 3, 2, 1. They both wreck. Here we go again in 3, 2, 1. And Jimmy Johnson's his winless streak will continue as Alex Bowman beats him out.
Next up, we have a couple of built Ford Prouds here with Daniel Suarez in the 41, Joey Logano in the 22. Let's see how well they do in the 3, 2, 1. And Daniel Suarez out in front.
Next, we have Ty Dillon and Daniel Hamrick in 3, 2, 1. Daniel Hamrick with the jump, and Daniel Hamrick will defeat Ty Dillon. Not many people have been able to do that this year.
Now it's time for the semi-finale. We have Alex Bowman versus Daniel Hamrick. Let's see which one of these two, in fact both of them are Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s numbers. Let's see if either of these two can take the victory and battle against Daniel Suarez. In 3, 2, 1. Alex Bowman will be taking the victory. Daniel Hamrick wrecks out and loses the chance of it being a Daniel versus Daniel race.
This is it. This is the final at Charlotte. Daniel Suarez is in dead last in the standings. He has had a terrible season so far. Had a mediocre season too. He was traded over here to Stewart-Haas Racing. If he wins, he moves on to the playoffs automatically, and that would mean a huge playoff upset if Suarez were to do that. It would also break a long winless streak, and why not any other place to do it than the track you got your first career win at 2 seasons ago? Alex Bowman is looking for a points boost and second win of the season to propel him to a potential championship. Let's see what will happen here in 3, 2, 1. Suarez with the jump. Suarez holds on. Suarez is going to the playoffs in Season 3. Major playoff implications. What a finish. If anybody expected Daniel Suarez to come into the Coca-Cola 600 and win, kudos to you. Because no one here expected Daniel Suarez to just come out of nowhere and beat Alex Bowman. Daniel Suarez, dead last in the standings, as I mentioned earlier. He has now solidified a position in the playoffs no matter where he finishes in the standings at the end of the regular season. So everyone who is above him gets dropped one spot in the standings as Daniel Suarez gets his second career win at Charlotte and his 5th overall. So he now takes full ownership of being the winningest driver in A&R NASCAR Cup Series history. He was tied for 4th with Kevin Harvick and Ty Dillon for winningest driver. Now he takes full ownership of first place with his new team, Stewart-Haas Racing. So Daniel Suarez comes into Charlotte. He shuts all the haters up, everybody counting him out as being even a potential contender for top 10s anymore, and comes in here, gets a win, goes to the playoffs, and will race at the Charlotte Roval in the first round, and we'll see if he can make it farther than that. But Stewart-Haas Racing now has 2 wins this season, one being Daniel Suarez, the other being Kevin Harvick. But, wow, what a surprise here at Charlotte. The upset happens. But now, a member of Stewart-Haas Racing has won the Coca-Cola 600 each of the first 3 years in the A&R NASCAR Cup Series. No, Daniel Suarez was not with Stewart-Haas Racing when he won it in Season 1, but the 3 Coca-Cola 600 that have been won by Daniel Suarez, Kevin Harvick, and now Daniel Suarez once again. So here's your finishing order. Austin Dillon wins the pole, finished last. Not great for Austin Dillon. He's pretty much in a must-win scenario to make the playoffs. William Byron, this finish is not helping his chances as he's in a must-win pretty much. Clint Boyer, not a great run. That's going to drop him in the standings, as well as Martin Truex Jr. Eric Amarillo with a season-low finish. He's been having a great season, but not today. Kurt Busch, mid-pack run. He's need some better finishes than that if he's going to make it far in the playoffs. Kevin Harvick, a mid-pack run. He kind of needs a boost. He's been on sort of a little dud here lately. And Bubba Wallace Jr. with a little above mid-pack run. So, kind of what they're looking for. They kind of need a little more. But he's going to head out here. So, I'm head out. Alright, he's gone. Now we have Brad Keselowski and Eric Jones here. Kyle Busch with another great run. Jimmy Johnson with a great run, but he's kind of going to need a win to make the playoffs. But still, something to be proud of, as he gets in 7th place today. Joey Logano with a 6th, and then Ty Dillon rounds out the top 5. Alex Bowman gets his runner-up finish, and a phenomenal run for Daniel Hamrick. We've been talking all about Daniel Suarez and his victory, which really he has good reason to be talked about. But Daniel Hamrick gets a 3rd place finish. He is really looking like he could contend for wins and a potential deep playoff run here in Season 3. Once again, congratulations to Daniel Suarez on his 5th career victory and a ticket to the playoffs. This is it from Charlotte Motor Speedway. We will, guys, see you next time with qualifying from the last great Coliseum, Bristol Motor Speedway.